The episode opens in a classroom where a girl asks a boy Kimito Kagurazaka to bring her a cup of tea from the canteen. When he exits the classroom, he runs into some extremely muscular men who kidnap him and drop him to the Seiken School for Girls, where he is welcomed by head maid Miyuki Kojo and comes to know that she arranged his kidnap. After that, she explains to him that the school is for the daughters of extremely wealthy family, and they teach them the traditions of Japanese women. And it's a secret school, and it's based on the modern aristocracy. Moreover, she says that you are chosen as the first-year gay student of our school, and for this, they had taken permission from his parents. Then she takes him to the president's girl named Kamachi Sayuri, who further explains to him that according to the report that is received, he is the perfect match for this role of a commoner. And you have to act like a gay or your genitals must have to be changed. Otherwise, he will be sent to a strange location for the rest of his life. Then Kojo takes him to the class where a lot of girls face him. First of all, a girl named Arisugawa Rieko, chairperson of the first-year class. Kojo shows his smartphone to the girls and they seem so surprised. Then the girls return it to Kimito with a thank you card, making it a gift. But when Aka-same hands it to him, she falls and Kimito catches her. Then she forces him for a kiss, but he resists her. After that, she shows him some special moves. Meanwhile, the rest of the girls arrive there and Aka-sama runs away, becoming sad. Then the girls apologize for Aka's action. After that, Kojo arrives and inquires about the matter. Then she takes Kimito to a room that was specially prepared for him with pictures of the girl's legs and muscle. She claims that she is assigned his maid. Subsequently, Aka-same comes into the room and says that he has made her troubled. But Kimito tries to calm him by showing some commoners' stuff in the room. Then she starts crying and says that she is scared of being disliked so that she could not talk to anybody. Then he gives him a game, but she doesn't know how to play that. Then she reveals that she wishes to become a commoner like you and he must make him learn the commoner culture from A to Z, and then they would make a commoner club. She thinks that becoming a commoner will make her the most popular girl in the class. So she says that she has created the commoner club just now, consisting of only 2 people, Kimito and her. However, Kimito agrees with that. Episode 2, in the morning, Kojo, Kimito's maid, arrives and wants to help him to change her clothes. But he refuses, that he will manage himself. Then Kojo says that it's my responsibility. Afterwards, he is taken to the back door of the dormitory where he runs into Aka-same while exiting. And he continues to walk with Aka-sama. She said that she wants to start the activities of the commoner club today. But Kimito ignores her. Then he says that he will tell her about the commoners and she would have to tell him about the place. She says that Riko-sama will better guide you about it. But he says that he feels nervous about her, and with her, he is relaxed. Aka-sama gets angry and slaps him. Later, Kimito meets Riko-sama and she tells him that she has arranged a welcome party for him in the auditorium. But Aka-sama again becomes sad and runs away. All of the girls want to fix Aka's strange behavior. Thereafter, all the girls play a jumping game, but Kimito makes a new record in that, which makes all the girls impressed. Then Kimito along with many girls are led to the auditorium for breakfast. On the way, they all discuss fixing Aka's strange behavior. Reaching the auditorium, they are welcomed by many girls. Then the maid brings a commoner dish to him and the girls, seeing it, become surprised and tells them that they never tasted this. Hence, Kimito gives his dish to the girls and all the girls in the auditorium share it. And after eating, all the girls honestly tell me that it was quite delicious. But Aka-sama eats alone and enjoys it. Later, the party begins and everyone cheers on the arrival of Kimito. Then Rieko-sama dances with Kimito, which goes weird, and the girls assume that this might be the way of dancing for commoners. In the evening, Kimito is seen with Aka-sama, who was not present at the party. She looks pretty serious about the Commoners Club and asks Kimito about the commoners. He advised her to read a book from his shelf, but she seems unable to understand the book. Then she is taught how to read. When she read it, she thought she wasted her time. But Kimito tells her that this book teaches some superpowers as well, and then she becomes curious and starts reading the portion about superpowers. After reading them, she tries saying a magic word to stop the time. This makes Kimito still, and she feels so amazed that she has learned to stop time. She acts some weird things in front of Kimito, but he moves, so she thinks that his magic is removed, but Kimito tells her that he was only pretending. Later, Kimito runs into Rieko-sama while bathing and sees her naked, and become amazed seeing her body. The next day, Kimito seems worried that she remembered the incident that happened yesterday. Episode 3, the president advises a maid to take care of Hakuwa-sama, especially as she is a little girl who could not manage to put on her clothes herself, and give her the only food that she is allowed to eat. After that, Kojo goes to help Kimito in the morning, and she reveals that his family has given him to them for a major renovation of their home and to make a hot spring in their home. Hence, he learns that he has been sold. Later, Kimito, sitting on a bench, notices an elite little girl who is busy writing, but during writing, she starts stripping. He goes to her quickly and orders her to put the clothes back. But she was so busy that she did not hear that. So Kimito takes her to his room and the girl doesn't even know who stripped her. Then she says she cannot put the clothes on, so Kimito makes her wear the clothes. After that he serves her food. After eating the delicious food she falls asleep and in a while stands up and starts writing again and gradually starts stripping equals. Kimito tries to stop her but Eika-sama arrives and sees him doing that and misunderstands if he is doing something wrong with that girl. Later Kimito teaches Hakua-sama to put clothes on her own and takes her to her dormitory. The maid tells him that Hakua contributes in many fields and she is not an ordinary girl. In addition, Kimito tells her maid that he has fed Hakua-sama, and seeing a strong bond between them the maid becomes amazed. Later she tells all the maids about this strange and new behavior of Hakua-sama. They assume that Hakua-sama has fallen in love with Kimito. Afterwards, Ryuko-sama walks with Kimito and makes him feel free to talk to her. At that moment another girl named Karen-sama with a sword comes toward him and she cuts a bug near him while shouting out loud. Then she becomes so angry with Kimito and starts chasing him while cutting everything with her sword. She mistakenly cuts all the girls' dresses, and it makes her more aggressive. Then suddenly Kimito's clothes are also cut Karen and he becomes completely naked in front of all the girls. And she in anger accidentally cuts her clothes as well. Then she realizes that she was wrong and accepts Kimito as her master. Later Hakua sits in Kimito's lap and it makes Eika-sama angry. Then all of a sudden Karen-sama arrives in the room and hugs Hakua-sama, but she becomes scared of her. Then Eika-sama wants Kimito to send them away because she wants to work for the Commoners Club, but she denies that. After that, the maid gives them many smartphones in which Kimito, Hakua and Eika seem to take a selfie, but Karen-sama also asks to get in the picture. Episode 4. At the classroom, Ryuko-sama invites Kimito to a tea party that she has arranged in her room, but she says that don't take any deeper meaning of inviting. He agrees to it, but Eika-sama tries to reject the invitation as they have plans for the evening. She drags him outside the class and tells her that they have to work for the club. Then he apologizes Ryuko-sama that he won't came because he has promised something to Eika-sama. Later in the evening all the girls at the tea party discuss that Eika-sama has a great influence on Kimito, and they become more than just friends. He preferred to stay with her instead of us. Moreover, one of the girls reveals that he is counseling Eika-sama. On the other hand, Eika-sama plans a party at their club and she wants to serve a sweet dish at that party, and decides to wear a commoner dress. Here the girls assume that they are alone in the room and it might be possible that they exchange kisses. Hearing this, Ryuko-sama shouts at Kisama and leaves the room while weeping. After that, Kimito goes to Ryuko-sama's room and finds her crying. He spends some time with her while having tea, and Ryuko-sama tells him about her situation. After that, Kimito returns to his room and plans with Eika-sama to make Ryuko happy. The next day, Kimito reveals that they are going to have an after-school commoner experience party. Then Ryuko-sama, wearing Eika-sama's commoner suit, comes in and Kimito tells them that this is the appearance of commoner girls. Also, Ryuko-sama apologizes to Kisama for the rude behavior she used yesterday. After that, she takes a selfie with all the girls and all of them were so happy. After the party, Ryuko-sama gives Kimito bundles of thanks for arranging such a pleasant event for her. But Kimito reveals that this event was organized by Eika-sama for you, and tells that she is a nice person, and asks her to help both of them. But before he could explain the help, Ryuko-sama gets disheartened and starts running towards Kimito's room to see Eika-sama. Kimito attempts to explain, but she ignores him badly. After reaching Eika-sama, Ryuko calls her idiot and says she heard everything and starts fighting with her. After a great difficulty, Kimito manages to stop them. After that, Kakua and Karen come to the room along with Ryuko, and all of them request Kimito to join his commoner club also. Ryuko-sama reveals that she wants to spend time with Eika. At the moment, Hakua starts stripping and Karen takes pictures of her. Meanwhile, the maid arrives and brings her big scissors to Kimito's genitals, but he proclaims that he likes men ass muscles in front of all the girls. Therefore, this makes them amazed.